Today we're going to be talking about trapezoids and the definition of a trapezoid is a quadrilateral, so it has four sides with one pair, so just two sides that are parallel, and they are obviously have to be opposite each other. So these sides that are parallel are called the bases. The other sides are called legs. An isosceles trapezoid has two congruent legs. So if these are my sides that are parallel, so those are the bases. The legs are going to be congruent. And the isosceles trapezoid theorem says that the base angles of an isosceles trapezoid are congruent. So angle A is going to be congruent to angle B. And angle D, since those are technically base angles also, is congruent to angle C. Now what's the relationship between A and D? Since we have parallel lines, angle A and angle D are supplementary. Angle B and angle C are supplementary. Okay, and the isosceles trapezoid theorem, okay, please make sure you memorize this theorem, this is an important one, is that the base angles of an isosceles trapezoid are congruent. Now the median, this is the definition of a median of a trapezoid. The definition of a median is the segment that joins the midpoints of the legs. Now it doesn't have to be an isosceles trapezoid. So I have the midpoint of a trapezoid. Those are my parallel sides. It is parallel to the bases. And then the length, say this up here is base 1. This down here is base 2. I'm going to call this M for median. The length is equal to the average of the bases. So to get the average of the bases, or the length, that's half this sum of the two bases. Okay, shown as the median of the trapezoid, so 19. Solve for x. So 19 equals 1/2 the sum of the bases. 2x minus 1 plus 7x plus 3. So if I multiply by 2, if I multiply by 2 on both sides, we get 38 equals, combine like terms, I get 9x plus 2. If I subtract 2 from both sides, I get 36 equals 9x. X is going to be equal to 4. Another type of quadrilateral that we're going to talk about, and this is the definition of a kite. A kite is a quadrilateral with two pairs of congruent sides, but opposite sides are not congruent, which means that the consecutive sides are congruent. This side here is congruent to that side there. This side here is equal to that side there. Let's talk a little bit about this quadrilateral. Okay, because of congruent triangles and BD is equal to itself, I have opposite angles being congruent. So angle BAD would be congruent to BCD. And that one diagonal is going to bisect one pair of angles. Because triangle ABD is congruent to triangle AB. When ABD, so now I have to go C BD. So then you're going to have some congruent angles in there. It's because I have congruent angles. Our diagonals are perpendicular. Or perpendicular. This diagonal here, one diagonal is going to bisect the other. So keep in mind all of these different properties for a kite. We're going to be dealing with some proofs having to deal with kites in the book. You just have one lesson question today, and this is a pretty quick lesson for you. So please make sure you solve for X and make sure your Google form is submitted on time.